So I guess, if you don't mind me asking, how did you find the news, and what was running through your mind initially?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How did you find out? Did someone call you? What happened?
How I originally found out was well, earlier that day. Um, my little sister called Garrett and I earlier that day and said Jacob had been calling her all night and said that she stepped out and never came back. And when that happened, she told us at about 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning in Arizona, that this had happened. And I'm sorry, I'm freezing. Let me grab a coat. I have one right in the back.
Okay.
Okay. So initially, what happened was that my sister called me and told me that no one heard from mom. Her phone was off. Jacob called her every hour the night that she went missing. And at first, I really thought nothing of it. At first, I just believed she was hanging out with some friends. And I thought she was hanging out with her friend Tina Allison. And when she started, then a couple hours passed, and my little brother said he saw a Facebook post from Tina Allison that said she was needing Gina to call her. And when that happened, I was a little bit more like, oh, that's weird. Maybe she went to go hang out with work friends instead. I can't do this outside. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Do you want to go back in the car?
Yeah, I can't do this outside.
Okay.
God, it's cold. Okay, is it good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, thank God, this is a big
So
difference.
I guess rather than a play-by-play, I mean, emotionally, when police confirmed that she had died, how did you feel?
Well, police. I haven't even talked to police really. I talked to a dispatcher once, like probably about an hour before I heard that they found a body. I probably heard at 11 o'clock in Arizona p.m. that my little sister called and said she was like, "Hey, we found mom." I'm like, "Okay, how's she doing or whatever?" And she's like, "She's dead." And when that happened, my legs just started shaking, and it still just seemed unreal. I honestly thought if I ever heard news like that, that I would just break down and instantly be in tears and lose it. But as soon as I heard, I was just shocked and I still didn't believe it. And when she told me to get Garrett, my little brother, and I walked back into his room, and I put on speakerphone, and I just told Garrett, but my sister was still on the phone, and we just all said, like, "I love you," and just when that happened, the body wasn't even confirmed to be my mom's yet, but I mean, it's a body floating in a river right behind where she went missing, you know? So, even though after I heard that news, I tried to remain optimistic, I was still aware of the obvious, I guess, is the best way to put it. Just that, and then I stayed up that night, and at first I just called family, and my aunt called me, and I called my dad, who actually found the body.
because some family members went out there to search?
Yeah. As far as I know, it was my little sister, my twin brother, my dad, my stepbrother, and a couple of friends. But it might have been more. Honestly, I wasn't communicating very well with the search party. Like from what I heard at that night was that they were going to start looking in the morning, which bugged me honestly. Like because I just wanted answers instantly. As soon as I started getting worried, I was like, okay, I just need to know as much as I can know at this point. Like this is still before I knew my mom was gone, and or before they found a body. So
I guess describe your mom to me. I mean, obviously, sounds like she was a wonderful person.
of course, she was just like the perfect. Uh, she was exactly what you would want out of somebody who's just there for you all the time, and just puts herself before you. I'm sorry, I said that backwards. Puts you over herself. Um, she just cared. She loved people. And it's just she loved life. Like I know her life was hard, and she works hard
And,
to make people happy and to provide for us.
and if you wouldn't mind me asking about your brother, it was Jacob who she was with in Seaside,
Yeah.
right? Did
Mhm.
she look after him most of the time?
All the time. I mean, we all know that she loved each and every one of us, but with Jacob, it's a different story. Like that's a different bond. It's really no one needs a mother more than somebody like Jacob. And she stepped in and filled that role perfectly.
And what were they doing in Seaside?
My mom was at some kind of a realtor conference for her job. Um, she called. She told me the day of that they went there for that. That they went there for work. She just told me work. I guess it was a conference, is what I've heard. And she just told me they were staying the night there because they were going to be in Dallas, Oregon the next day. So she figured just to have her job supply a really cheap motel. So then after that, she would go just to Dallas instead of going from Lincoln City to Portland. You know.
And have you said you haven't spoken with police? Have police told your family what they think happened, or did they think foul play was suspected or anything?
I've heard.
You there? Sorry, it's froze up on me.
That. No, it's because my dad called. I'm sorry. So I had to hang up on him.
No worries.
So when I first heard it, I automatically suspected foul play, and I still believe that it was foul play. What I have also heard though is that there's no visual signs of violence or abuse so far. They're doing the autopsy today. I think that might be why my dad is calling me. It's why I called him before this call. Tried to.
Sure.
Just to But
is he still calling you? The connection just started to break up.
No, he just called me once.
Okay. Yeah, the connection went from being really smooth on our end to now it's kind of choppy.
That's weird. 1 second. Does it look better? My bars just went up. Like, how does it look? Is it better?
It's choppier than it was before. Sure. I might hang up and try and call you back because now it's saying poor connection.
Yeah, do it please.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll give you a call right back.
Yeah.
This is maddening. Yeah, just a little bit. So,
Okay.
I guess we don't know much about what happened. It's still a mystery to everyone, to you guys as well. But
Yeah.
I guess what to you sticks out. I mean, your mom did she seem like a suicidal person or anything like that?
Um, she's had times where she's told me she's had thoughts, in complete honesty, but it's never been like there's. I think everybody has those thoughts, but I don't think she had them to the point where she'd do it. And I know she wouldn't do it with Jacob there. Like Jacob was always her number one priority. Um, I definitely don't believe it was suicide. Um, Someone came up with the theory of a heart attack and she fell in. I'm starting to believe that. Like it makes sense. She told me she was having heart problems and she had really bad cholesterol problems. So I'm starting to lean towards that. Uh, I still have a piece of me that believes it was foul play, like she just stepped out at the wrong time, and something happened. Uh, there's other theories that she just slipped and fell. I don't believe that. That she just slipped and fell. I think she might have had a heart attack and struggled and just tried to do something. Like that's different. I don't think she walked over and just fell. Especially since, like, from what I've seen, that creek doesn't even. I mean, that canal doesn't even look like crazy deep or anything.
Sure.
Like my mom was a fairly good swimmer, so I don't think she just fell in and drowned. And I think that's nuts.
I guess what's next for you and the family?
Um, as of right now, I've been on the phone with everybody from uh, with my family and pastors. Right now, the plan is to have the funeral in Hermiston on Saturday.